So there's been several videos recently that have gone viral following the Carmelo Anthony guilty verdict and 35 years of some black individuals saying some of the most racist and crazy things. Okay. And also just defending Carmelo Anthony I mean, it's mind boggling to me, but that's not everybody. And that's what we're here to talk about today. There are quite a few black people who are sick and tired of the nonsense. Okay? One, I happen to be one of them, right? This stuff is absolutely silly, but there's more. All right? Let's jump into it.
You telling me a grainy video is shown to jurors, but it was shown in 4K clear to the people that witnessed it? No witness on that stand had that little man's back. None, 0 out of 21 people being questioned? Come on, man, I'm done with all of that. I feel the same way about white people, the same way they feel about my people. Yeah, try one of us.
Sounds like somebody needs a nap, because I completely understand how it feels to be so tired, but then to misdirect all of my frustration in the wrong direction. It sounds like so many people are running away from accountability as well as responsibility rather than running to it, taking it, reevaluating our community and our boys' influence, and teaching them the right thing rather than teaching them to always be victims. We glorify YNs, we glorify anger, we glorify unforgiveness and hatred, and then get mad when the system judges you based on your actions. With all of that that's built up in your heart, woe to those who call evil good and good evil. You judge according to favoritism, which is in and of itself sin. Your hatred is blinding you, and through it you are conceiving a generation of black boys to only go to jail, never amounting to anything.
You telling me
this should be a lesson for white folks that the community of the minorities that you guys are saying you support so much don't give a damn about you, because Carmelo Anthony was obviously guilty. A blind man could see that a mile away because he's black. The black community is saying that is racism, that is to support white people. That's why he's found guilty. The only reason they're standing behind this man is because he is black. If this was the other way around, Austin Metcalf would have stabbed Carmelo Anthony, they would have been burning down cities, BLM would have been all over the news, NWSCP would have been all around, and they would have been calling everything racism. We need justice for Karmelo if he was the one, but because it's not him, so hey, who gives a shit about the white kid? Watch this video and tell me what you think.
What was it like?
When the verdict was read.
I feel like it was designed to protect white people, the system, and it was not designed to protect black people.
This should be a lesson.
I feel like it was designed to protect white people, and it wasn't designed to protect white people. Well, if you don't do the crime, then you won't do any time. Don't stab somebody. You could have easily picked up your fist and using them. And I'm not advocating for violence. You shouldn't be putting your hands on people, but you darn sure shouldn't be stabbing them. It's crazy. Just saying. Just saying. Learn how to fight.
And let this case be an example to you about why you should always do the right thing. Because you see, if his parents would have told him, son, you need to plead guilty, let's get a plea agreement, maybe he wouldn't have got 35 years. But no, we're going to go on a smear campaign about the other family whose son got killed. And we're going to make this about us. And we're going to rack up a whole bunch of money, too, in the makings of this. And, yeah, we're not going to put any towards your defense. Like, I can't feel bad for these people. This literally, the jokes are writing themselves. That boy got exactly what he deserved. Lock him up. Throw away the key. And let...
Lock him up. Lock him up. Yeah, I mean, it is reported that they bought a $1 million house or rented out a $1 million home, bought a brand new Escalade, you know, $1 million home. I mean, renting, that is a crazy rental payment every single month, right? And then buying a new Escalade. I mean, I would assume Escalades are probably what, at least $100,000, if not more than $100,000. So that's what you're burning your money on? Congratulations, you played yourself. Should have taken that plea deal, right? Should have taken a plea deal.
Why do everybody think Karmelo is not guilty? Like, y'all got to start taking race out of everything. Like, Karmelo is definitely guilty. He did not need to use deadly force against that boy. He killed that boy in cold blood. Look at the facts. Like, you was asked to leave the tent multiple times before they even did anything to you or touched you. You should have left the tent. That was his first mistake right there. When you trying to prove self-defense by deadly force, you have to have taken every option to get out the situation. He had an option to get out the situation. He did not have to stay in the tent when he did that. Two, he had the nerve to say, touch me and see what happens. You see what I'm saying? Like, Karmelo knew he had a knife on him. You see what I'm saying? And boom, you getting into it with 3-4 boys. Like, you know they're gonna jump you. You know what I'm saying? So you egged him into fighting you, so you had a reason to stab him, and it didn't go his way. Like, it's levels to self-defense, and I feel like we need to start teaching people what real self-defense is when it's coming to using deadly force. Now, when Austin hit him, that was his right to hit him back because you hit me back. Like, we're fighting with our fists. Austin should never touch the boy, period, though. But he didn't have to kill him. Like, his life was not in danger. You at a track meet. Your life is not in danger at a track meet. You was in a tent.
Right.
That wasn't your school tent.
That's a great point. That's a great point. Even if you did feel like Austin was about to punch you or something, that doesn't give you the right to kill him, to stab him. You're at a track meet. You're not about to be beaten to death. It's not happening. It's not happening. Now, if you were in a dark alley in the middle of the night, you know, and there's a group of individuals walking up to you, and somebody pushes you and getting ready to, you know, it looks like they're about to, you know, do something bad to you, you might be able to get away in that type of situation in a dark alley. But in broad daylight at a school track meet, sure, I know it wasn't at a school. It was down the street from the school. It wasn't actually on school grounds, but it's a school track meet. Broad daylight. You're not about to be beaten to death. It's just not happening. It ain't. It's facts.
Yeah, it's like they was trying to bully you type shit, but that's when you was supposed to walk away and go about your business. You didn't have to stab him. I don't think Karmelo should have got 35 years though either. I felt like maybe 15 or 20 because he young. Like, I don't think nobody under 21 should get 25 years plus or life in prison. I don't believe that at all. But Karmelo is not innocent. He is not a victim, and this has nothing to do with race. Now, granted, when it is black people, I feel like we do be more harshly judged, and our punishment be worse against like a white person that probably did the same thing or similar. But Karmelo definitely do need to be in prison. Like, he definitely killed. Why do
should have paid for a better lawyer? If you feel like that is the case, should have paid for a better lawyer. Because at the end of the day, you knew you were guilty. Like, how did they not know he was guilty? Like, they knew. They've had the conversations. They went over it. They sat down. I'm sure they sat down with him. He told them all the details. So they knew he was guilty. So if that is the case, you should have either spent that money that they raised on a high-powered attorney, somebody who's known to get, you know, people out of sticky situations, or just taking a plea deal. Then you wouldn't have gotten 35 years. And I disagree on the, you know, not giving people under 21 harsh sentences. That's becoming an excuse now. On the second channel, on Extra Rich, and if you're not subscribed to Extra Rich, definitely go and subscribe to Extra Rich, XTRA space RICH. We checked out a video over there where these individuals, these YNs, were like, yo, but I'm only 17, or I'm only 16. They're using that as an excuse now to act foolish. So no, listen, I say as young as 12, you can get the death penalty. As young as 12, you can get the death penalty. 100%. 100%. Now, do I think that should be in all cases? No, of course not. We've all done stupid things. But if there's a 12-year-old out here being a menace to society, on social media, yeah, you know, showing guns and throwing up gang signs and doing all this extra stuff, shooting people, killing people, and it's known, yeah, death penalty. You up out of here. Congratulations, you played yourself. Game over. It's the way that I feel about it. Y'all can get in the comments and let me know if you agree or disagree, why or why not. But these youngins, man, they're using their youth as an excuse to get away with BS. And I'm tired of it. Tired of it. Let's jump into this next clip.
Black people, go home. Okay? He's guilty. Go home, all right? Ain't no need you getting in trouble, okay? And going to jail too. Go home. This is not the time to protest. This is not a time to riot. This is not the time to act a fool, okay? This is not the time, okay? The time to do all of that was y'all could have prevented all of this. You know what I'm saying? Y'all never have this much energy for anything in the black community unless it includes somebody else of another race. Never, okay? Like, black people kill black people every single day. I'm talking about...
I was literally just talking about this. I can't remember if it was on this channel or on the other channel, Extra Rich, but I was literally just talking about this. Black people are only in an uproar when it's either a cop or another race that does something to a black person. But there's black people in Chicago that die all the time. I don't hear people about it. I don't see BLM. I don't see all of these race hustlers. I don't see them anywhere. Unless there's money to be made off of the situation. That's it. If there's a cop involved, or if there's another race involved, especially white, then there's money to be made. So that's when you'll see them. But if not, if it's just black on black, we ain't gonna talk about it. It's a damn shame.
Smoking motherfuckers, and y'all post videos, y'all laugh, y'all like, oh, he was this and he was, nigga, you can't tell the truth no more in the black community. You considered a fucking snitch. You understand? Y'all probably mad at the four people, the four boys, the four black boys. I don't know if they was boys, but the four black people who testified against him, y'all probably mad at them, calling them all kind of names. I know y'all are. You know what I'm saying? People know the difference between right and wrong. Right is right, wrong is wrong. It don't matter how the fuck you look and what your skin color is. You don't get a pass because you black. Okay? He's guilty. Y'all know he's guilty. Y'all trying to get back from what and for who and for what? What purpose is it going to serve? Like, y'all still mad about who? It's always, y'all always in an uproar about something. But when it happens in our community every day, y'all turn y'all head and act like y'all ain't seen shit, okay? No snitching, don't do that. It's against blah, 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 blah. Y'all see this shit happening every single day and y'all don't say anything. It's only when another race is involved. It's only when another race is involved. Y'all don't care about y'all own communities. Y'all know what's going on in your community. Ain't nobody gonna speak up and say shit, but as soon as somebody else, y'all got so much to say. You can't speak on this. You're not black. You can't speak on this. I'm black, and I've been saying this forever. They gonna keep fucking around, and they gonna keep finding out, okay? That mama got on the stand and wanted the court to have mercy on her son. Like she didn't know what the fuck her son was doing. How you don't know what your child is doing? You knew, parents know exactly who they kids are. You know how I know? That's they fucking kids. How you don't know what your child is doing? So as soon as a child get in trouble, it's like, oh, my baby was good. He was a good kid. If he was a good kid, why he out here murdering people? Man.
I was literally saying the same thing just yesterday. I was like, bro, I'm sick and tired of this. I'm sick and tired of this nonsense. Oh, my son is an angel. No, your son is a demon. An absolute demon. He's a monster. And I told the story about a situation where this kid was like this rapper, And he would wear a mask when he was rapping. And at night, he would be this thug, this gangster who allegedly had killed people. If I remember correctly, it was upwards of like 5 different people that he had killed. But during the day, he was a basketball player at a school. Granted, he did get good grades. And it's like, bro, you didn't know? When your son disappears after basketball practice and don't come home till 2:00 in the morning, you didn't think something was going on with that? You thought he was just a scholar? That ain't normal. Long story short, he ended up dying in front of his mom. Yeah. You know, due to some gun violence. Got popped right in front of his mama. Darn shame.
Who's having mercy for Austin and his family? Where is the mercy for the grieving family? Yes, okay, he's going to jail. It is a loss for both families. But one family can still talk to their family member, and one family will never be able to talk to their family member. That's the whole point, okay? That's his mercy right there, is that he's breathing right now. Because if it had been an eye for eye, baby, he's supposed to have been gone too. You understand what I'm saying? Like, y'all be delusional up here. It doesn't make any sense. We literally see killing every day in our neighborhoods, and we turn a blind eye. We don't say shit. The black community ain't doing nothing for the black community but keeping the black community down. I said it. And y'all not out here doing nothing. Nothing at all. But being in your feelings and trying to get everything fucking free. I don't want to do shit. Yeah, y'all don't want to do shit. But fucking complain. He is guilty. I'm sorry. Take y'all narrow asses the fuck home and deal with tell your kids what the fuck is going on. I seen some lady say she got 5 boys. She don't know what to tell her boys now. Tell them motherfuckers to abide by the law. What's so hard about that? What's so hard about abiding by the law? Keeping your hands to yourself. This is very simple. He could have kept, no matter what was going on under that tent, he could have kept his hands to himself, but he chose not to. A push does not equal death. A push does not equal getting stabbed. A push does not equal getting shot. I'm sorry. Who is teaching y'all this bullshit? The problem is the black community. It's not nobody else. And until we start taking accountability for what is going on in our community, we're going to forever and ever continue dealing with this. Get out your emotions, black people.
100% facts. 100% facts. This isn't rocket science here. This is pretty darn simple. It's cut and dry. A blind man could see this one, you know? And it's absolutely shameful that you got some black folks out here crying, yelling, and screaming about this verdict. And it's like, he killed somebody. You don't get to kill somebody because they pushed you. And the witnesses all said that that's exactly what happened. He was the aggressor. He was the one in the wrong. Even his so-called friend said he was the one in the wrong. And some of the witnesses were black. So what are we talking about here? Since they want to bring race into it all the time, some of the witnesses were black themselves. And they all said basically the same thing. Karmelo was wrong. Simple. He was wrong. So, yeah, I think he should have got more time. You killed somebody, bro. You killed somebody. 35 years to me ain't enough. Especially when you can do half, possibly half. 35 ain't enough. Give him 50. Nah, 50 is crazy. I guess 35 is pretty close. I would say about 40. Yeah, 40-ish. 40-something. Yeah, because he's, 19? So that means a mandatory minimum of at least 20. So that puts you at 40. So maybe 45 you get out. Nah. I'm going to say 50. 50 years. Bare minimum, you got to serve half. So that'll give him 25. Yeah, I like that. So maybe 50 he'll get out. I like that. 50 years should have been the sentence. In my humble opinion. But what do y'all think? What should have been the sentence? I don't think it should have been the death penalty because, well, maybe because it was kind of premeditated. I feel like that's, I don't know, guys. What are y'all thinking? What are y'all thinking? Because I've always said that first degree murder should be the death penalty. If you planned this thing out and you executed it, death penalty. You know, second degree, anything below that, obviously no death penalty. Second degree, you're basically spending your entire life in jail with very little chance to get out. Manslaughter, well, yeah, actually, maybe 50 ain't enough. 60. See, I'm over here second guessing myself. I might bump that up to 60. Yeah, 60 years mandatory minimum. That's 30 years, so you ain't getting out at least until you're 50, 55. Basically, your entire life, all of your good years at least are basically gone. Not to say that you can't live a good life after 55. There's some people who take very, very good care of themselves. Yeah. What are y'all thinking, man? What are y'all thinking? Let me know in the comments. All right, stay safe out there. Peace and love. I'm out.